Yes, what's up? Welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. I am your host, Wiley, and like my shirt say, I'm not for everyone. Thank you to Tea Time for blessing me with amazing shirts and some amazing hats. So thank you so much, Tea Time. I don't know if you're watching in the bushes. Thank you and welcome to the Wiley Show. Now, it's a lot that's going on out here in the news. I'm first going to start out with Tekashi because Tekashi I didn't add him in the video, but let me just put, he just posted a video on his page. So let me run over there real quick. Let me run over there to Tekashi69 page because he just released a video. So let's see what is exactly what he just posted. Give me a second. Let me screen share this. We're back with another video. All right. What's up, everybody? Here we go.
I'm not going up that way that day.
Oh, this was 1 day ago. That was like 1 day ago. He just posted another one. No, this not the one. That's not his page. Hold up, y'all. I got to get the right video. I think this is the one. Oh, yeah, this is the one.
He'll say hi.
They say. Everybody smile real big for the camera.
Oh, that's so nice.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 1, 2, 3.
Thank
awesome.
You. You have a wager? They love you. I mean, they love you. We love. Thanks, guys. Outside.
You'll be getting me set up for me ballet, the best ballet in New York City. You already know that. It's a kid.
I'm the show. Back.
So you clearly see him out there with no mask, heavy security, but he don't have on no mask. Did y'all see that? This man literally out there in those streets with no mask. Where is your mask at, Tekashi? Now, you may not catch a bullet, but you may catch that Rona going out there with no mask on. I'm going to just keep that real. I'm going to just keep that 100. Like, where's this man mask? He ain't got a mask the first on his face. Now, make sure you put on that mask. And I'm just keeping it real. Why you out there unprotected without your mask? Rona is still out there. This man acting as no weed and no pandemic. He just out here just taking pictures and taking selfies. Like, it's like ain't no pandemic. Like, come on. Like, we in an entire pandemic. And this man, I'm like, what? Is he really out here with no mask on? Really? Like, come on. If you're not careful, will definitely get that Rona. Like, for real. Did he ask to be released because he was scared of catching Rona? Absolutely. He asked the judge. He was like, I want to be released because of Rona. But now he's out in these streets just taking all type of selfies. It's crazy. So that was going on. I am putting in my prayers like I did. Y'all know y'all read the title. P. Diddy's son was in an accident, and a drunk driver hit his Ferrari. I want to pull that video for you. He was in a bad car accident, and they say he was injured. So I'm going to show you the clip right here, and I'm going to read it to you. Just give me a second while I pull that up. And you clearly, I'm going to read it to you. They say, prayers up Diddy 22-year-old son, King Combs. According to TMZ, he was injured after being involved in a car accident. King was involved in a car accident a little after midnight in Beverly Hills when the cops said a man in a Tesla speeding down Sunset Boulevard lost control and smashed into King's red Ferrari. Both cars are completely total. Luckily, King is expected to be okay and didn't need to be taken to a hospital. As for the driver of the Tesla, he was taken into custody for driving under the influence. That's why you have to be very careful, because these people still want to be running out here drunk. So he was in an accident. It's just really crazy. Welcome, y'all. I see y'all down here in the chat. So shout out to the ones that's watching me on Facebook, and shout out to everybody that's watching me on YouTube. So that situation was going on. Also in the news, Oprah Winfrey did an interview, and Oprah is what I call trying her best to stay in the good graces with the Black community. Now she did an interview, and she said being white gives you an advantage no matter what. Now, many people are saying now Oprah is definitely down with Black folks. This is what Neighborhood Talk said. Neighbors be going on against our neighbors after going against our people so many times. It looks like Oprah is ready to come back on our side of town. After discussing the advantages of white Americans have over non-white communities on her new Apple TV Plus series called The Oprah Conversation. During her show, she spoke with former NFL player Emmanuel, who said in America, white America runs America's CEOs, Fortune 500 companies, executive ownership. They run America. They continue, not an individual person, but collectively white people. Winfrey followed up with his statement and said, while there are white Americans who are not as powerful as the system of white people as a whole, they still at an advantage, no matter where they are on the run or the ladder of success. They still have their whiteness, Winfrey said. Winfrey continued, you will never have your whiteness. That's what the term white privilege is. It means that whiteness still gives you an advantage no matter what. So now Oprah Winfrey is saying that. But when she was doing her show, the Oprah Winfrey Show, she definitely was not talking Black. When she was up there doing the Oprah Winfrey Show, she was not nowhere near this version of Oprah. She was nowhere near having that conversation of being Black. No matter how many protests was going on for her 25 years as a Oprah Winfrey host, she never have took this type of approach calling out white people, because now Black folks it's her bread and butter on the OWN network. Black folks is the one that's putting money in her pocket more now than her white folks. So now she's up there speaking all type of uplifting all type of Black folks now. You see that? Did you catch that? It's crazy. That don't make no sense. I'm like, why is she talking like this? I'm like, okay, yeah, because OWN is like the new version of BET. They're showing so many Black movies and Black shows over there. It's like an upgraded version of BET. So that she had wrote that. Now, somewhere in the news, again, this is just, I don't know how to take this, but a woman is suing Takeoff after claiming he arched her at a LA party. According to TMZ, a woman filed a lawsuit as Jane Doe, claiming the Migos rapper made her extremely uncomfortable at a LA party back in June before he arched her in the bedroom of the person she says invited her to the party in the first place. But of course, it doesn't stop here, the plot thickens. According to legal documents obtained by TMZ, the woman claimed Takeoff stared at her while at the party, and that made her extremely uncomfortable. She also claimed he offered her weed later in the evening, but she gave him the boot and the suit. She said things went left after claiming she was going upstairs with the man who invited her to the party when Takeoff, who was coming down the steps, got pissed. She said Takeoff and the man got into an argument, prompting her to go into the man's bedroom to wait it out. She alleged that when Takeoff entered the bedroom, he started touching her buttocks. She claimed she was very clearly refused his advances, but Takeoff then flipped her over face down, pulled down her clothes, and proceeded to R her. She also claimed after he finished, he completely left the room. After getting over the initial shock, the woman claimed she went to a nearby hospital the same day, where she claimed hospital staff observed physical evidence of forcible R. She claims hospital staff notified LAPD, and the woman is suing for battery, assault, emotional distress, and more, and wants damages. Woo. That's crazy. Takeoff, are you really taking off these women's clothes without their permission? Are you really out here taking off these people's clothes, taking off women's clothes without their permission? It's crazy. Now, I don't know if I'm going to believe her or not. I don't know, but is this really true? Takeoff, are you out here taking off and ripping off these women's clothes without their permission? Now, she sued. Now, if it's true that she actually went to the hospital and got the receipts for that, you in trouble, Offset. Now, I need to hear your side of the story, but if you did that, you need to pay her every single dime that it's worth, okay? But then again, did you go to the police? Like, I didn't read anything in that whole document. Did she go to the police? Did she go and clarify with the police and let the police handle the matter? Did they investigate the matter? That's the point that I want to know. Watch out to Takeoff going to take off. Okay? Is Takeoff actually taking off people clothes without their permission? This is the thing. Guys, in privilege and power, you don't have to take it from these women. It is some women that will smash you just off of you being a celebrity. So I don't understand the logic or the reason why some folks think it's okay to take advantage of a woman. If she say no, don't go ripping off her clothes. I'm going to say that again. If she say no, it doesn't give you the right to rip off clothes and have your way. Ain't nobody got time for that. Don't nobody got time for you to be trying ripping off somebody's clothes. Who got time for you to be ripping off somebody's clothes? Is nobody got time for that. I'm sitting here just reading y'all comments. It said it almost his friend concluded by letting them go in the room with her alone after arguing each other. Something strange about that part. Yeah, something is strange about that part. Because when she say that, it is. Because she said she was arguing with somebody, and after the argument, he went upstairs. So something really strange. It do sound like sis wants some money from Takeoff. And that's what it looks like. It looks like she want to get paid because she didn't say nothing about going to the police and pressing charges. Shouldn't you, if you've been argued or taken advantage of, he was on top of you without your permission, shouldn't you go to the police first? Shouldn't you go to the police first? I mean, shouldn't you go to the cops first? But you show damn sure going to that lawyer to get a coin. Okay? If you so traumatized, shouldn't you go to the police first? That's what I'm saying. And some victims are traumatized, ashamed, and afraid of not being believed, so they not reported immediately. She says she went to the hospital and they reported it to the LAPD. But what I'm saying is, where is that police report? Why he not arrested? Okay, why he not charged with a crime? Did they really send it to the LAPD, or you just put that in a court document so you can get your coin? Which one is it, lady? Which one is it? That's all I want to say about the matter, because if she really was taken advantage of and that really happened, of course, Takeoff should pay her some money. And also Takeoff need to be taken to jail. Because if you did this and abused that woman, of course she should get what's deserved of. But he should be taken to jail. Absolutely. Now, if he did not do it, then sis need to sit down somewhere and stop lying. If he did not do it, we don't know. I didn't see no evidence. This is why it's important to stay at home. Don't invite people into the hospital required by law to report. Yes, I know the hospital is required by law, but I want to know, in this situation, did the hospital ever report anything like that happening to her? Of course, I'm going to have to break this story down and really do some investigation. But when I was looking at Takeoff, he looks kind of weird. Like his picture, I mean, he looks kind of weird to me. I don't know what it is, but he looks kind of strange. Like he just look weird. Understand that? Is I'm the only one that think that man don't look weird? He does. He looks kind of weird to me. When I look at his picture, his the way how he take a picture, he looks weird. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. What y'all think in the comments? Let me know, because he just look like he always high off some syrup or something. That's what it looks like. Because when I saw his picture, I'm like, he don't look right, in my humble opinion. He don't. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of him. Give me a second. Let me see. Let me go to my green screen and put him on the green screen. See if I can pull up a picture of him. Give me 1 second. Because to me, he definitely don't look right. He looks weird to me. He definitely do. Is him? Yeah. Oh no, that ain't him. Hold on, give me 1 second, you guys. I'm trying to pull up a picture of him so I can see how he look. Oh no, it's not that one. Give me a second, because I want to pull up a picture, see how this man look. Oh no, that ain't him. Give me a second, y'all. I thought I had his picture pulled up. What did I do with this picture? Is it right here? Yeah. Okay, yeah, there you go. I'm pulling him out right now. Y'all see him? Oh, let me go this way. That's how he look. Y'all see that? He looked like he high or something. When I saw that picture, how he look, let y'all see how he look. Let me see. If he's guilty, he needs to be locked up. If she lies, she needs to sit down, smell. This is some BS. If the broad line, she needs to be locked up as well. They say he's not nice looking one in the group. The dregs make it worse. He done sold his soul. That's why Takeoff looks weird. He looks like, yeah, it looks like it just looks weird to me, because when I saw his picture, I'm like, what? Come on. I'm like, get out of here. I'm looking at him. I said, ooh, don't you better not come with your droopy eyes on top of that woman. He probably did. Just that look. He looks guilty. He looks guilty. Don't you tell me he looks like he got that sleepy eyes. It just looked like he'd be over her with the droopy eyes. He just looked guilty to me. I don't know. I'm going to just say it. He does look guilty. I say he looks guilty. Look like he smokes a lot of coke or something. Man, he just definitely look. I'm just saying, I rebuke that. Whatever he's snorting, got his looking like, it's got his whole face that's mushed up. This man definitely look guilty. Look at him. OMG. Don't y'all see that? So I don't know what y'all think about this situation, but I was up there reading and I'm like, this is crazy. They already in debt. People is saying Cardi B ain't married to Offset. Now Takeoff is arming people. Then you got people that's obsessed with Cardi B. It's just a lot that's going on right here. A lot. And I would like to know the reason about this. I don't know if somebody going to be obsessed and break down and say they can't find the marriage certificate or the hospital records. So somebody might go live and say they can't find the hospital records. So they probably get up on there investigating and throwing out all these conspiracies. Well, over here, we deals with facts. Okay. The lady, Jane Doe, says she been R and that she reported to the hospital and that the hospital reported to the LAPD. That's it. And that is all. Okay. But since he connected to Cardi B, it might end up to something else. You already know how that goes. Because you got a couple of folks that is obsessed with Cardi. And then, they're trying to set it up and saying that all that type of good stuff. I'm just saying. Now, we don't want to, I'm just saying it right then and there. we remain to be seen with this story. But guess what? Y'all heard it here first. Okay, we have broke this story. We cracked it open. Now, I want to know which hospital she went to. And obviously, the case did not go anywhere because Offset have not been. Now, I'm not Offset. I'm sorry. Takeoff have not been taken to jail. Okay? Takeoff have not been taken to jail yet. So I'm like, and many people that is passionate about Cardi, I'm passionate about the facts here. And my passion is when she said we had an argument, well, Offset, I'm sorry, all these set. Takeoff was arguing with somebody, and the lady proceeded to go upstairs. So were they supposed to do a threesome? And she changed her mind and said she did not want Takeoff, because he looks weird with them weird glasses and them droopy eyes? Or was it her side of the story that she went upstairs, he busted in the door? But my thing is this: if you're uncomfortable in the matter, why you cover there? She probably was a hoe. She probably was out there hoeing, and then he probably didn't pay her for her services. I don't know. Probably she was a hoe and did not get the proper payment. Probably she came there to escort the party, or probably came there, probably was a stripper, and it probably did not come through. He probably did not do a good job and probably did not want to pay her. And that's why she's going to the courts. I don't know. But when she said he was arguing with another dude that was interest to her, she probably was a hoe. I'm going to just say that. I don't know. She probably was an escort, and it probably went left. So that's probably what it is. Now, I'm going to read y'all comments. For those people that want to jump in, jump and having a comment, you are more than welcome to post it, and I will read it on the air. It's too fresh to get all the facts unless you look up the police records for yourself. Right, because we don't even know her name. Her name is Jane Doe. And Takeoff have not released a statement yet or answers to these allegations. But, you know, they did post it on the Neighborhood Talk that happened. Let me go back on the Neighborhood Talk and see what the comments are saying, because it usually goes down in the comments. Okay. In the comments, give me a second. Where is the comments at for that? What they're saying in the comments, well, they read it in the comments. They are saying, they say, how you going to sue and not press charges? How's some money grabbing him to justice? Let me see the comments with a lot of likes. Somebody said, man, y'all gonna hate me, but I don't believe it. Why he only getting sued and not arrested? If she claimed it only happened recently in June. So like, oh wow, this is the first time I've ever heard bad news about him. I don't condone sex assault, but I don't believe this. He is the most unproblematic person you can think of. They said, why y'all use this picture? He looks guilty. That's what I'm saying. They do have a guilty picture up. They said, why not call the cops? When women go straight for money, it makes me question of the validity of what they're saying. Then another comment said, I don't believe this one. Sorry, my opinion. He seems like the chillest one. Hey, somebody, he did it. Just look at him. Somebody said, dang, not Takeoff. They said, oh, effing wow. And these days, you don't know if a woman lying for money or it's just a man he think obligated for sex because he a rapper. Hopefully the truth comes out. And whenever in the wrong, get what they deserve. Oh, wow, this is a big allegation. If you defend Mr. Petty, don't speak on this. Uh-oh. Facts. Yikes. Because y'all be sitting there defending Mr. Petty, so y'all better not drag them, bloggers. If you sit there and defend Mr. Petty, you better not drag. I'm just reading these comments. They said, so I'm reading these comments like, wow, like they're really like going in on here. Like for real, for real. Now, I don't know to believe it or not. I'm going to just tell you that that's up to like debate and we can have this conversation. But me personally, I'm just going to say I don't believe it. I need to hear more information before I can believe it. That's just my personal opinion. I know you may not like it, but that's just my personal opinion, ladies and gentlemen. So please don't take offense of what I'm saying. Now, I was up there scrolling down my Twitter timeline, and Roland Martin was on there, and he wrote something that I do want to read to you all live on the air because he wrote something that I want to definitely read. Excuse me. Ooh, this coffee be having me burping. So give me a second while I bring those tweets up. Give me 1 second while I bring up these tweets. Can I find it? Okay, is this it? Okay. Oh, you know what? Because he was making a good point, and I definitely said I want to read this to the audience. So let me do this because Twitter be doing too much. Let me go on Facebook, and I can bring it up. Give me 1 second. What's up, y'all? So Roland Martin wrote this post about Joe Biden, about the importance of supporting Black media. And I'm going to read it. I just have to pull it up for you all because it's something I definitely wanted to share with my YouTube family. Okay, there we go. We got it right here. Oh, Dad, why do this? Okay, this is what I want to do. All right. Let me screen share this. All right. Give me a second. All right, where is that? Okay, Roland Martin wrote this post and it said, "It's amazing that some Black folks on my social media page are upset that I'm demanding Black media get a fair share of dollars from the Joe Biden campaign. I'm consistent. I've been saying this for years, not only about campaign, but also about corporations and ad agencies. This is how we stay broke. If Black media get cut out of the money, we stay small. We can't grow and build. When Black media starve of ad dollars, the Black community can be informed. Well, I will never apologize for fighting for our fair share." So he had posted that, and some people was trying to read him, but I agree. We do need to get those dollars, Black media. We do need to get those ad dollars. So while we sitting here debating on, that's very important. We definitely need those ad dollars. Let me read some of y'all comments when it comes to that. They say you should video sub, making a simple receipt we submit. They say, hey, you say anything else about him, Takeoff, so cheer. Hey, breaking the story if it's on the neighborhood talk. I'm breaking the story. They said, so we meet again. Hey, Wiley, don't do that. Don't do what? who don't do what? I'm confused. Don't do what? Reading the comments. So we're definitely seeing this, but like I said, Takeoff definitely when it comes to, and if you even, let me get back to that Takeoff piece. Let me see, where's the article at? Give me a second. All right. Because even the LA Times is doing it. So this is like a major media outlet. Like they are, and that's like the headlines. They are like accusing him of this. This is all on the headlines. So clearly, if he don't get his life together and get a good attorney, he could be owing a lot of money. He could be owing a lot of money to this woman. A lot of money. That is crazy. You clearly see it right here of what she's doing. It's a civil lawsuit, and it was filed today, this morning. It had to be, it was filed this morning. And it was on a June 23rd house party. June 23rd house party. She testified, said, okay, the woman attorney said there's a significant disparity in wealth and power. He's a famous artist. He has security. There was weapons on the premises. She is someone who doesn't have those resources and also concerned about safety, retaliation that adds an extra element in the case like this when he's rich and powerful. Representatives for Takeoff did not immediately return requests for comment. The chart topping trio featuring member Offset and Quavo has album planned for release on Quality Control, Motown Capital this year. The group has collaborated on popular singles like Bad and Booty, Motorsport, and Walk It, Talk It with artists like Drake, Nicki Minaj, and Cardi B. Wow. So she got her lawyer. While the suit will see specified damages. Is it Ramini said the suit was mainly intended to speed up the criminal investigation. They said, I don't want to disparage law enforcement, but I've never seen a case handled like this. It's been a very drawn out investigation and not much has been done. I'm hoping that after beginning discovery and dissuade, other witnesses will come forward. We're committed to supporting the criminal investigation, but the time is for waiting for the LAPD has passed. Oh my gosh. Okay. So if you read, and I have the tendency of this, you know what I'm saying? If you read the entire article, it is a criminal investigation, but the criminal investigation is moving too slow. So let me find out that Offset is paying off these detectives. Let me find out Takeoff is paying off the LAPD. Let me see how much Takeoff is worth. Takeoff network. Let me see how much is his net worth. So Takeoff is worth, how much is he worth? So Takeoff is worth $16 million. That is how much he's worth. $16 million. Let me show you. Let that pull up. Give me a second. He's worth $16 million. See that? He was born 19. Oh, I'm older than him. He was born in 1994. He's 25 years old. $16 million is what he's worth. $16 million. Oh, he's born in Georgia? Okay. Wow. So that's how much he worth. Well, I want to know how much that lady. See, this is why you can't be up there doing no fuck shit. You could wind up losing all your self-worth. It's crazy. Wow. Wow. I want to know, if Blue Skies, I hear y'all point, if Kit was done, why is the LAPD taking all day to handle this investigation? Why does it take it so much? Let me Google the amount of time it take you to investigate our case in LA. Let me see how long. Let me see. Give me a second. Okay. This is a conversation. What is this? They said, why so many rape investigations are dropped before a suspect is charged. So if you even read this article, they said new data uncovered by The Guardian from the Freedom of Information request. Let me show y'all this really quickly. Give me a second. Borderline. Let me see. Let me show y'all this. I'm about to read something to y'all. All right. So it says new data uncovered by The Guardian for the Freedom Information request show that even after referral to the Crown Protection Services, the prosecutor rate for, this is England. Oh, this ain't in America. This ain't America, but okay. I want to get America. Not in England. That's like in England. We in America. Oh my God. Let me see. Okay. So it takes about a couple of years to get this stuff together. My family was accused by a girl they told us result could take up to 6 months, which I think is BS. So when somebody's accused of sexual assault, they're generally accused of unwanted sexual touch or grabbing, attempted rape, unwanted penetration, or forcing a person to perform a sexual act. For these to be considered sexual assault, they must occur without consent when the victim does not have the ability to consent, whether it be due to mental illness, age, or temporary. The exact laws and punishment vary by state to state. Some details of sexual assault statute in Nebraska can be found here. So that's like in Nebraska. But what they're saying is when the police are asked to investigate a crime, their responsibility is find a party and find the evidence necessary to prove guilty. As a result, the sexual assault investigation process can take an aggressive stance towards the accused. When the law enforcement receives information about a sexual or domestic assault, they will often speak with the victim, witnesses, acquaintances before questioning the accused. Let me pull up this. Give me a second, because this makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. I think this is it right here. Right. In many cases, investigators will wait until they feel that they have enough information to conduct a successful interrogation of their target before contacting the accused. Those people accused of sexual crimes are often surprised or shocked that they are under investigation, as the alleged criminal act may have occurred days or weeks before investigator contact the accused. Law enforcement agencies use variety of techniques to investigate sexual assault crimes, and many people accused of sexual assault are shocked by police conduct during their investigation. Here are some current occurrences during a sexual assault investigation. Police discreetly record conversations between the accused and the alleged victim. Police lie to the accused during interrogation or make false representation. Police send text messages to the accused from the alleged victim phone to try to elate an apology or an incriminating response. People accused of sexual assault, especially those with no prior criminal history or contact with law enforcement, are amazed how one-sided investigation can be. For example, few people know this is perfectly legal for the police to lie during the interview or interrogation. The accused will be charged with a separate crime providing, okay. So as you all can see, and this is from like a law firm. So it's like a process. So a long story short, this is like a process that this situation will have to go through. So we are definitely going to keep our eye and ears on this case. So as you can see, it is a process. So it just happened in June. We are only in August. And keep in mind that we are also in a pandemic. So everything is like backlog. So I just think it's okay. Thank you. I just received the text. Okay. And this person said, Wiley, you have to keep in mind that it is strategic to file a civil suit because that will speed up the criminal suit. Speeding up the civil suit will apply pressure on the investigation because the case is being heard in court. There you go. So I'm hearing that comment. So I agree. So I think that it's wise for her to go and file a civil suit. If she feel like they are stalling with the criminal suit, going to the civil suit will actually help them make a stronger case in a criminal suit. Okay. Is that correct? Is that correct? Thank you, producer. One of my lawyer producers sent me that. They said a lot of courts investigations are put in line because of COVID. Okay. So I'm gonna drop. So if you want to give your opinion on it, the number is open. So give me a second while I post the number. If you want to make a comment on that, the number is 972-674-9462. 972-674-9462. Wiley looking big and fit. Yes. Thank you so much. So I don't know Offset. I mean, keep calling you Offset. He's the most popular. I don't know Takeoff. See, that is why it is best for you to stay at home. Keep your hands to yourself. All this stuff that is going on, that is why it's so best to not get involved. And another thing, if she said no, you should have left her alone. You don't force yourself on somebody. If they don't want to be with you, let them go. It is plenty women that will love to sleep with Takeoff. Hello?
Hey, Wiley.
Go ahead.
Hey, listen, I think that's inaccurate. You said that the lawyer stated that it's best to file a civil suit, which would speed the process of a criminal suit. I think that that's inaccurate because I'm wondering whether or not the lady has ever even went to the police and filed a police report to even make a claim. Because
she said she sent it to the hospital. The hospital sent all of the stuff to the LAPD, sent it to the police.
But was a police report filed? Did she go to the police? Because, like, if it's anything like with the rape, and usually the police come to the hospital to take a statement from the alleged rape victim. So why would the hospital have to? The hospital, as far as forensics and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be, the hospital stating, okay, yes, she was raped, and they do the rape kit, whatever. But if there is a rape case or a rape allegation, usually the hospital contacts the police and law enforcement comes to the hospital to take a statement if the victim wants to make a statement or a claim about an alleged rape.
But what I'm saying is, if she went to the hospital, they sent it to the LAPD. So obviously, they're letting them know that it was forcible rape that happened with this woman, and they sent all the evidence to the police. So I would say, yeah, she had to file a police report if the hospital went and told.
Right, but what I'm stating is that if she told the hospital that she was sexually assaulted and she was raped, usually an investigator is coming to the hospital while they're doing like the rape kit and stuff like that.
They probably did. They probably did. The article just didn't catch that piece because they're more so focused on the civil suit and everything like that, because the criminal suit have not came out into fruition yet publicly, right? Because we haven't heard that.
That's what I'm saying.
Now
that's
what?
I said that don't really make too much sense because, like, okay, say for instance, hypothetically, let's say for instance in the R. Kelly case, right? All of those alleged accusers filed civil suits, but none went to the police. There's no police reports. None went to the police, made police reports, or filed claims or allegations of anything. But they all went through civil attorneys.
Well, I get you. I get you, but she said that article said the hospital sent the information to the LAPD. So that's what I heard. I didn't hear that she made a police report, but the hospital said, hey, they sent the information, the information that it was signs of abuse.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just sounds fishy.
It does. But the lawyer,
law enforcement.
Right, but the lawyer pretty much said her strategy is she going to civil suit to make sure that the criminal suit get more pressure because the LAPD pretty much taking their sweet time.
Okay. That don't too much sound right. Like, if you have a true case as far as a rape allegation, I would think that you would pursue more so the criminal side and then the criminal side on the back end. But pursuing the civil side, before pursuing the criminal side, it sounds like you're out after money and you want a person to settle.
Okay.
Money just so
let's call a thing a thing. Do you believe her?
I can't say whether I believe her one way or not. You get what I'm saying? I really can't say, because just like the lady came out on Justin Bieber, and then what he did, he turned around and now he's suing them for making false allegations. You have a lot of women that make false allegations on celebrities for money. You get what I'm saying? So I can't say whether I believe her or not. If she did a police report and she actually went to the police, then I could lean more so towards me believing her. But a lot of these women that's just going civil route opposed to going to the legal route, it makes me kind of question whether or not it's true or not true. Because if it was true, then you would be trying to pursue legal charges against the person opposed to just going the civil route.
All right.
There's a lot of women that have filed allegations against men, and then they end up dropping them because they filed through things through civil. And when the men contested, like for instance, there was a woman that came out on Drake, there was a woman that came out on Justin Bieber, and then these celebrities end up turning around and say, you know what, we finna sue you. And these women drop these claims, you get what I'm saying? But none of them went to the police. So I can't say that I'm going to believe her because she's going the civil route opposed to going to the criminal route. So that's
all
just
right.
my take on that.
I feel you on that because, like you said, a lot of women do lie, and that's why in that piece when they said the hospital, if the right, and then also too, she said the hospital said, the hospital sent the information because it was like the signs of abuse. So was that signs of abuse, or was that you was being so freaky and you lying and saying that it's abuse? You know what I mean?
Correct. Well, she could have gotten the thing about it is that these women flock in these different circles, but okay, if that situation happened, did she go straight to the hospital or did she go somewhere else and link up with somebody else? And why didn't she call the police? Why didn't she call the police instantly? You get what I'm saying? Like,
and that I agree.
It's a whole lot of because if a celebrity actually, raped you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Why didn't you call the police and have them come to the scene so that they could take your statement and everything? They could see your clothes, they could see your body or whatever. The doctors, like a whole lot of things. Like why it don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. So I can't say I believe her. Like it's sad, but you just see so much. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of people get accused of things. You got a guy right now facing 12 years in prison for a girl that's accusing him of raping. All he did was kiss her. And he got tried by all white jury, a black man. It's just crazy. It's sad. And he's in prison right now. He was a college student.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for calling in, man, with that. Thank you.
All right, Wiley.
All right. All right. The number is 972-674-9462. 972-674-9462. I'm going to give a special shout out to, what's her name? Shakita for your donation. Thank you so very much for your donation. Also, I want to give a special shout out to Ali. Thank you for your donation this morning because y'all are already sending your donation in for next month expenses. So thank you to those two supporters. Also, I want to give a special shout out to Tea Time for your special gifts that you have given me today. Today you have given me I have so many shirts that you purchased for me. Thank you so very much for that. Thank you so very much. All the way over. Got so many shirts. So I want to give a special shout out to Tea Time for the blessings. Also, I thank y'all to the team. Thank y'all for the love. All right. So remember your audience, true must be women. Let me read some of y'all comments on my phone. They said, Wiley look nice, ball cap. You got to get enough of fooling with these white women. The women don't know any better at all. Maybe she was so traumatized by the assault, she was afraid to speak. So let me reread that article on Neighborhood Talk. According to TMZ, a woman filed a lawsuit as James Joe, claiming the Migos rapper made extremely uncomfortable at an LA party back in June before he raped her. Give me a second while I just show you all this. So give me a second, okay? Give me a second. Before he raped her in the bedroom of the person she said invited her to the party in the first place. But of course, it doesn't stop here. The plot thickens. According to legal documents obtained by TMZ, the woman claimed Takeoff stared at her while at the party, and that made her extremely uncomfortable. She also claims he offered her weed later in the evening, but she gave him the boot. In the suit, she said things went left after claiming she was going upstairs with the man who invited her to the party. When Takeoff was coming down the steps, got pissed. She said Takeoff and the man got into an argument, prompting her to go into the man's bedroom to wait it out. She alleged that when Takeoff entered the bedroom and started touching her buttocks, she claims she very clearly refuses his advances, but Takeoff then flipped her over face down, pulled down her clothes, and proceeded to rape her. She also claimed after he finished, he immediately left the room after getting over the initial shock. The woman claimed she went to a nearby hospital the same day where she claims, hospital staff observed physical evidence of forcible rape. She claims hospital staff notified the LAPD, and the woman is suing for sexual battery, assault, emotional distress, and more, and wants damages to be continued. Okay? Okay? So definitely with that. So you definitely see that. Now I went to my you clearly see that. Do we get an understanding of that? Somebody said, did you get my gift? I've got, if you sent the hats, I've received it. Yes, I did. I did receive it because I went there today. I did receive it. Thank you so very much for the love. As you all can see in this article, you clearly can see that the woman, according to the Jane Doe. Now, the part that I'm trying to understand, let me scroll up. Who was the man? The man. Who was the man that got into the fight with Takeoff? And she was invited to the man's house. So, who was this man? And what matching party was it at? And why is the man a secret? That's what I want to know. Yeah, hello?
Wiley. So listen, so based on what you just read, right? She went to the hospital the same night. The hospital called the police the same night. This happened back in June. Why haven't Takeoff been arrested? And why haven't no publications came out from June to now in August?
Absolutely.
Make that make sense. Because if she went to the hospital the same night and it was reported to the police the same night, why wasn't he arrested the same night? And why are we just learning about this now through a civil suit?
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
So
it don't make sense.
And to me, it doesn't make sense because if it was actually what it claimed how this article is, he would have been arrested unless something else is different, unless we don't know something. Unless he have already been arrested and we don't know it, but I highly doubt that because TMZ would have told us.
Well, yeah, because remember, I mean, if we knew about a civil suit as far as him being sued, we would have definitely knew about him getting arrested for assault or for rape allegations. It's not like we would not have known that. So if this took place back in June, she went to the hospital back in June, the police was contacted and notified back in June. Why haven't no investigation or no charges have been forced upon him from back in June? Why we haven't read anything in the news or the headlines or Takeoff arrested for allegedly, assaulting a woman and so on and so forth? Why are we only hearing about a civil suit?
That's what I'm saying, because she wants the money. But my thing is this: if it really happened, we need more facts. But if the police don't have none, then clearly she want a coin. But I think she got to have evidence that a rape happened in order to get some money, or unless she's trying to force Takeoff into settling with her.
Well, that's not true because, like I said, if you go back to all of these other cases, these celebrities that be accused of things, and these people never went to the police, and
they settled. But you got to understand. You got to understand with the R. Kelly stuff. They went to the lawyer. Some did report it, but they took the money and dropped the criminals, and dropped the charges on the criminal side.
Reported it to the police.
Some of them did. Some of them did report it to the police. They took the money, and they ain't corroborate.
You're talking to somebody that has been following the art.
I'm talking about some of them went to the police. Some victims, his first victim, went to the police, and she went to the attorney.
Go find one police report for any victim.
They did. One person did go to that, and they didn't feel the right to continue the case because she recanted and took money. She took money in the civil part. One of his victims did go to the police.
Which victim?
I'm talking about the first victim of R. Kelly, the way first victim. But she took a payout and she didn't cooperate with the police, and that's how R. Kelly got away with it. She took the civil money.
Okay, Wally. I
That's
haven't found anyone that has went to the police or has filed a police report. All of the women from Shauna Lanfield, which is from the 2008 trial, all the way up to Faith Rogers, they all filed civil suits. None of them went to the police, and none of them have police reports.
all right. Thank you for calling in.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead, sis. What you got to say?
Hey, Wiley. How's your day going?
All right, go ahead. What you got to say about the subject?
About that Takeoff thing.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Because I'm not about. If you say to the thing, you have to know what the subject is.
All right. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't, discredit the victim because we don't know nothing yet. But I do feel like, I don't know. I felt like Takeoff never been that kind of guy to do that, but you never know nowadays. So that's all I gotta say.
Okay. So you don't believe it?
It's not that I don't believe it. I don't know. For me, Takeoff has never been problematic. It never has been.
Okay.
And I'm saying I don't want to disagree with the victim because you never know. You've never been through that. And so for somebody to say I disagree with you probably could hurt them like so much.
Right.
But I don't want to I'm just trying to see where it goes. That's it.
All right. Thank you for hitting the link.
You're welcome.
So I want to say this. When it dealing with thank you, ma'am. When it dealing with the R. Kelly situation, you clearly see that one of the people that was working with R. Kelly did go to the police, and they was describing different things in the studio, and they took her case because she was naming certain things. But I don't know where it happened with that. But some of his victims did go to the police. Do your check. I'm from Chicago. That's my city. I'm from Chi-Town. So let's not be here, producers. Y'all know this. I've been in Chicago. Some of us did go. Okay? And a lot of times, too, you got to understand, these are black women. Still to this day, it's very difficult for them to believe. And that's why it's very important to go to the hospital that day while it's fresh and don't wait. Because every day that you wait, it's another day that's going to hold you back for being believed. Hello? Hey, you got something to say? Go ahead. What you got to say about the subject?
I just want to say that you never know with these celebrities. You never know. You never know. You know the stuff going on with these celebrities? I kind of feel like it be promo, too. Like, kind of stuff be going on, and then all of a sudden they just shoot up and all this stuff. You see Meg right now, I feel like she got a lot going on. I don't know. But anyway, I don't feel like Takeoff is like that.
All right, I hear you on that. I don't, because the piece.
Like I said, you never know with these celebrities.
You never, like you said, sister. You never know. And I want to believe this woman, but if the police haven't arrested him yet, was it any physical evidence? Because if he actually did this, where's the police at with this investigation?
And like the caller said, like, this happened in June. It's now August, and we're just not hearing about it. Like, really?
Right. So we just heard about it in August, and I don't know. Only thing I know, I just want people to call in and give their opinion. Because when I say what I'm saying, it seems like I'm the only one that believes this. But the other caller says she don't believe it, and I'm tending to not believe it either, because where is the investigator? Now, LAPD is a terrible police department. They are not that reliable. So you're not talking about a good police department here. You're talking about a police department they still couldn't even find Biggie killers, right? So you're talking about a police.
Their reputation is trash.
Right. So it's very trashy, but I would like to see some type of update. Was he ever questioned? And then they said no, and she ran to a civil suit. So It's a lobster. But only thing we're talking about is her going for the money, for the coinage.
And Takeoff was so unproblematic. You never hear anything about Takeoff.
Never. I've never heard anything bad about Takeoff. I've heard certain bloggers have something to say about Offset, saying that he's a cheater, Quavo and stuff. I've never seen any lives about Takeoff. I've never seen it. I've never seen a 10-hour live about Takeoff. I've never seen it.
No. And he does look funny, like you said. Or whatever.
He does. He looks like he's been drinking a lot of cough medicine. He really, really does.
But I like Takeoff. Like, his album was the only album that actually rode out. Besides, like, I mean.
Oh, he had an album? Takeoff had an album? I didn't know Takeoff had an album.
Yes, this album is the best out of all of them, and I like
really?
it. But his Takeoff album is better than Offset and Quavo.
Oh.
He's a better rapper out of all of them to me.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to listen to Takeoff album. I didn't know he had an album.
He had an album.
What? Let me drop a bomb for Takeoff. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know. I was too busy listening to my best friend, one of my best artists. I love listening to Cardi B. I was inspired to listen to her. You know, when people talk about her all day, I get inspired to listen to her music. So I was blasting her music last night. So I didn't know about her Offset.
Yeah, it's been out for a while now, though. It's like about a year old.
Okay, I'm going to download it and listen to it. Okay. Thank you so much for that, ma'am.
No problem.
All right, bye-bye. So she said Offset got an album. I mean, Takeoff got an album. Did she say Takeoff or Offset? Let me do Takeoff. Give me a second, you guys. Oh, he did have an album, right? Okay, Takeoff. Have an album back in 2018. I'm gonna listen to it. I didn't know. You ready for her and Meg? I am ready for her and Meg. But let me first of all, Kylie Jenner is going to be in a video with Megan Thee Stallion. So let me find out that she actually got shot in the foot on that video shoot. But anyhow, she's going to be in the video. Kylie Jenner, you know, I'm here for it. You're going to download the wrong one, Wiley. Which one the wrong one? Was you on Cardi B? I love Cardi B. Cardi B is an amazing artist. Okay? I love Cardi B. I think she's an incredible artist. Yes, everyone stream Takeoff just like y'all did R. Kelly. Well, I ain't going to never stop streaming R. Kelly music. I have always told you all, I'm never going to stop streaming his music. I'm a fan of his music. I'm not a fan of his personality. I'm not going to take money out of his children's mouths because he do pay child support. So when you want to counsel folks, just keep in mind that he do have children, okay? And you're taking money out of their mouths. So I am never going to stop streaming. Step in the name of love. Step in the name of love. Step, round and round. Hit the ground. Let me see the move on. Listen, ain't nobody rushing nobody on no lines. People get their thoughts out all the time. When you hit that link, hit that phone, don't get offended if you don't know what else to say. Don't get offended. Y'all doing real good with the calling in and stuff like this, but know what you talk about. Talk about the subject. Some of y'all just be want to hit the link and look at my face. Y'all can see my face right here. Hi. But I love R. Kelly's music. Don't be rushing people. I'm not rushing people off the phone, please. Sit down somewhere. Everybody got their thoughts correct when you come up on the Wiley Show. Talk about don't be rushing people off the phone. Man, please. Y'all, it's something else. Give me a second, y'all. I'm giving y'all a lot of content today. And thank y'all for the people that have donated. One lady sent me a donation early this morning because it fell in her heart. So thank you, sister, for that. And with that encouragement, she always says something with a long, lengthy message. I used to think that I could not go on, and life was nothing but an awful song. But now I know the meaning of true love. I'm leaning on another lasting arm. If I could see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. You see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. Woo. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. See, I was on the verge of breaking down. Sometimes silence can seem so loud. If I could see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings, fly away. I just felt that song just fell in my heart. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so very much. Hey, shut up. I bet you ain't not around them singing stuff in the name of love, though. Doggy, you want that was wonderful. Place your dollars at the collection. Yeah, put your dollars in the collection plate. You know, we get on here, we can sing, we do whatever that needs to be done here on this show. We thank y'all for the love and the support for you all today. Thank you for the love and for the support. I see it, and may God bless you and keep you is our prayers today. Yes. Okay. So, in my close, I want y'all to continue to support our show. Make sure y'all thumbs up. Thank you. Comment and subscribe. You all have been so great for that, encouraging me every single day and giving us a great support. So when y'all came on the show today, I was looking at the numbers. I said, y'all are really enjoying the people, okay? I'm loving it. When y'all get up on this platform and call in, y'all have literally gave me a lot of support, and I love the energy. I thank you all for coming through. Y'all have came through for the Wiley Show. Though we are small in numbers, we are not in small in impact. We are putting things together just with us alone. We are reaching thousands of people. We are almost close of reaching 3 million views have this channel have reached. And we're doing an incredible job. And we worked very hard. And together, we will get there to our goal of 10 million. So we're going to keep working hard over here at the Wiley Show. We're going to keep doing our stuff. We're going to keep entertaining people. And one thing about it, when Wiley started, we started with a small number. So we used to entertaining people on a small number, but, you know, it's going to get bigger and better. And I thank you all for that. Thank you for the donation. It became a time where only 4 or 5 folks will watch us. And now we are have 100 and some odd people watching us today. I am so blessed, and I thank you, because people say, Wiley, are you upset you don't get 1,000 live viewers? I said, brother, no. The reason why I'm not upset, I thank God for the 100, because I remember a time I didn't even have 100 people watching. I only had about 1 or 2 people. But when you keep on, God will have you there. It ain't your season to have 1,000 people yet. It is just not your season. God wants me to put in more and more work. So I don't get discouraged about other people's numbers. I give you the same show at 5 than I do at 100. And I'm going to put on a good show when we reach 1,000. I'm going to put on a good show when we reach 10,000. I'm going to put on a good show when we reach 30,000. And so we are on a journey. We're growing slow, but we're growing. We could be growing. We could be not growing, but we're growing on a slow pace, but at least we are growing. It's just like some in a crock pot. Slowly but surely, that meal all the season is going to be tasting real good, going to be real tender. We're on the right track. So I want to say this. Never get discouraged by watching other folks, right? You can watch, but don't let it get you down. Watch and say, you know what? I'm going to have my moment. I'm going to go back and work a little bit harder on my channel. I'm going to get this encouragement and to put a little bit more spunk into the channel, to put a little bit more energy into the channel. And that is exactly what we're doing. And I thank the Lord. Today, I can say that both closets is full of supplies that you all have sent us. And we thank you for that. Most of the time when y'all send us stuff, y'all send beautiful notes. And y'all send encouraging notes with your gift. And so I thank you for that. Don't think people is not supporting the Wiley Show because you don't see the 1,000. They do support us, and I thank you all for that. And when I look at people diss me or walk on me, keep on dissing me and watch God continue to bless me, because the more you lie, the more blessings I receive. The more you dog me out, the more blessings I receive. The more you don't put respect on my name, no worries, I will continue to be blessed. Because don't think that folks are going to sit there and congratulate you. You're going to have some tests and trial where people are going to diss you and they're going to really see it for you. But long as if you see it for you, as long as that you are consistent and passionate about your dreams, as long as you are persistent. What did Charlemagne say in this book? He said there are 3 primary P's to choose from life. Passion, which leads to prosperity. That is my gift. My passion is going to lead to prosperity. And it's already happened right before my very eyes, because I am passionate about entertaining the audience. I am passionate about putting on a show. I am passionate when it comes to breaking down stories with my perspective and what I think about it. And so I thank you for that. And I've been very encouraged by reading Charlemagne the God book, Black Privilege. I highly suggest you all go to the bookstores and get this book. If you have not, you know you're missing something. This book is really, 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 really good. I'm on chapter 2. And I'm getting my best life out of this book. And I'm so inspired. I thank God that I'm yet reading people books that were living in trailer parks. But now look at the brother. He's living his best life. Got shows on one of the best, the hottest syndicated radio show in the world. But he didn't always have that radio show. He grew up in a trailer, poor and black. But now look at that, brother. I'm reading this brother book. And if Charlemagne the God, aka if Leonard can do it, so can Brother Wiley. Amen. You look at him now and observe him now, but you was not there when he was in the trailer park. So you support him now because he continued to work hard, yet he had tresses tests and trials and let he have things that were going on. But did that stop him from hosting? And did that stop him from fighting and working on his craft? No. And look at him now. Woo, I felt that right then and there. That is why you got to be consistent in your work ethic. Don't let nobody turn you around. Don't let nobody stop you. And live in your truth and say what you got to say. Folks, the smaller digital content creators, but stay putting ideas, intellectual property. It doesn't matter, but God is definitely doing incredible things. Like I told my people, I said, I haven't had my moment yet. So I'm definitely going to have my moment, that big breakout moment. It's going to happen. Y'all will say, look at that man. Go ahead, black man. Go ahead, black man. We thank y'all for that. We're going to have our moment. Shout out. Oh, hey. So I thank him for that. We're working on going back on Station Head. We're going to make that announcement because with Station Head, I'm not going to make it a night show. I'm going to make Station Head more like a daytime show, more political. I get into political conversations with folks. We're going to have that because I want to target a certain type of element on Station Head. So I saw that nobody's really doing like strong morning shows, like political shows. And since I'm not really so political, like all in depth on my YouTube, I'm going to do that for my Station Head. So we're working on that for the advertising, and the flyer going to drop for that to y'all. Keep in mind, keep up to date for that. So I'm looking forward to that, and we'll just build that up. We have a flyer coming, and I'm going to be promoting out there in the street as well for Station Head because it's going to be more garner to political topics and all of that. And so we're going to work with different guests and get different guests on that particular show. I'm trying to get a former police officer on there, trying to get, a political, someone that works with our governor here in Texas. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. You might hear me on the air calling the state capitol, or you might hear me on the air talking with somebody. So it's going to be great. We will make that announcement soon, and it will just be every day during the day. It will be like an AM show after my YouTube. Your AM show was good. Used to watch it in the bushes while getting ready to work. Yeah, so we brought that back. That's why we did a show this morning. Sorry, you guys, we had a little technical difficulties with YouTube. It was booting people out the live. I was watching somebody else's live. It booted me out. So it was like a glitch to YouTube. So tomorrow, hopefully we don't have that glitch and we'll be live on tomorrow. But I just had to encourage people today because I don't get discouraged. Some people get mad when they don't get a lot of numbers in their chat because they never probably went through what I went through. I am appreciative to the numbers that we have because with those small numbers, our channel have reached as a total. Let me read it to you all. Right? Y'all got a little time for us, right? Let me read it to you all. Give me a second. Let me read that to you all. Or where we at? This small channel, we reach over 2,774,294 views as a whole. And I thank you all for that because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be at this number. Some channels don't even have this number. And I thank God for this number. For us to be a channel with 11,000 subscribers and we reach over 2 million. We're a couple of 100,000 away from 3 million. So I just thank you all for that. You all did not have to do it. You don't have to watch us. And then if we get smaller numbers as live chat viewers, a lot of people, they come and they catch the replay and our numbers jump up. I don't know why a lot of my audience don't get their notifications. I don't know. But a lot of them don't receive it like that. But it's okay. You come back and you watch the replay. I don't care if I have 0 in my chat. I'm going to say what I have to say. Right. You have to have that type of attitude and spirit and never give up. You have to be passionate. You got to be consistent and never give up. Never give up. If you give up, you will never know what God had for you because you gave up. He only going to bless those that are consistent, working hard, and really putting that out there in the atmosphere. That is something that I did on this channel. I put it out there in the atmosphere. I kept working hard. No one could stop me but myself. And when I tell you, God delivered us into entertaining each and every one of you. I cannot wait until you all see what my next level gonna be. Woo! If you leave, you're gonna miss it. You're gonna come back, you're gonna be like, dang, that brother Wiley didn't up to the next level. Shut up. And it's gonna happen. I thank God for it. Woo. I thank him for his love and for his spirit and for the opportunity for what he have done for us. I just had to say that, y'all. I just had to put that out there in the atmosphere. I know y'all tired and at work. And so we entertaining most of my audience is at work and y'all watching the Wiley Show. So I thank you for taking time at your job watching us, watching us in the break room, watching us in the salon, watching us in the barbershop, watching us in a nursing home, watching us in working in customer service, some working from home, watching us in meetings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Some of us work in the postal service. Some of our viewers in nursing homes watching us. Some of our viewers are in the hospital, and we're definitely praying for them, and they're watching the Wiley Show. For that, I do thank you. In my close, the manifestation, they're going to go far with the positive attitude. Many blessings to the brother watching from the salon. They said the morning show has been different times because not people on home. He does text us with the notification, which is great. Yes, I text you with the notification. Number on everything. I'm semi-retired OG content creator in another lane, writer who has solved readership because notable will still read and watch. Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that, sister. Thank you all for that. And when I do text people regularly with that 972 number when we go live. And so I'm excited for that. Let me see if anything else popped up in the news while I'm here. We put that up there. Give me a second. What else popped up in the news? Let me see. Is that Megan Thee Stallion looking like that? Let me post. Megan Thee Stallion is beautiful. She takes beautiful pictures. But somebody else was like throwing shade at her. Somebody said, let me pull you up. Somebody said, how that foot looking. She said, better be, thanks for asking. So they going to be throwing jokes about her foot all day long. Watching from home. Someone said, I don't receive the notifications. The morning show used to be highlight of my morning. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Right. That's why you have to dial that number. You get the notification because the number for those people, let me put it in the full screen. Give me a second while I put the number in the full screen. If you text that number, you get notified. It is no excuse. When that number is sent, whoever texts it, you get notified. That's one thing I can say. I sent them notification, and it's a lot of y'all. It's growing every day. Every single day it's growing. Every time you send a notification, every time I have go live, I send it to you. I also post on Instagram as well. Yes, I post on Instagram and I also post on Twitter as well. So it's there. People are more miserable and hateful. So I'm hearing y'all thoughts. Thank y'all so very much for coming on the show today. This was wonderful. So once we get more information, we will break this story down. I got to give me some more information because I don't know. Like people looking in the comments and saying they don't believe. Okay, let's do a poll before I go. Press 1 if you believe Takeoff did not do that. Press 2, you believe the woman. Press 1 if you believe Takeoff did not do that. Press 2 if you believe the woman. Let me say that again. Press 1 if you believe Takeoff have not did that. Press 2, you believe the woman. I want to see what's the vote going to be. Let me see where we at right now. Press 1, you don't believe that Offset did it. Press 2, you believe the woman. Press 1, you don't believe Offset this woman. Press 2, you believe the woman. Somebody said 3. Somebody said 2. She said, message is you, honey. I need to have a segment with that title. I'm not for everyone. Yes. 3 out society. Okay. 3 that need more information. Somebody said 4. 3. Yes, and we definitely gonna have to do a segment. I'm not for everyone. We definitely gonna have to do that segment. For real, for real. Somebody said 77. Somebody said 1.5. Why y'all just can't answer the question? I believe the women and kids and to prove it otherwise. They said y'all at man 7.8. Lord, she called her put 77. Lord, did she just put 77? Did she just put Nurse Nicole put 77. She tried that. Now she put 77. Somebody says 6.85. OMG. Can we please get to so y'all don't know. Okay. Y'all okay today. Somebody said not enough information. All right. So the number is 64. Oh Lord, we done with the number. Okay. I was just saying, y'all. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for calling in. Thank you everybody for donating, and thank y'all for the support today. This was lovely. God bless you to each and every one of my supporters, and thank you to the new supporters as well. Somebody said that may have never been in the headlines. So y'all definitely, I want someone to give a special shout out for Opinionated with the side of shade for the hat. Also, a special shout out to Tea Time for the shirt. I look real good with this today. So thank y'all for the support, brothers and sisters. I will see y'all in the next video. I definitely will do that. So make sure y'all go and get Brandy album B7 in stores now. So make sure y'all cop that album. I'm a huge fan of Brandy. The album is off the chain. Okay, the best body of work I've heard since her last album. So if you have not purchased that album B7, go to the store. You can go to Walmart, get the CD, or you can go and download it on Spotify, Amazon, or you can listen to it on iTunes. So it's very important that you go and support my girl, Brandy. Yes. I love Brandy. Hey, hey, hey.